The scene is set in the home of Leonato in Messina, where Don Pedro and his court, having defeated their enemy in battle, come to visit. When the men arrive, Don Pedro's companion, Count Claudio, falls in love with Leonato's daughter, Hero, while the soldier Benedick ends up in a witty spate of verbal abuse with Leonato's niece, Beatrice. At a masked ball, Don Pedro pretends to be Claudio in order to woo Hero for him. Don John, Don Pedro's angry and resentful half-brother, overcome with jealousy at the friendship between Claudio and Pedro, tells the young count that Hero will be Don Pedro's wife. Claudio believes this lie and grows sulky. When Pedro and Leonato announce that Hero is to marry Claudio, he immediately forgets Don John's tidings and accepts Hero as his fiancée. The tension between Beatrice and Benedick becomes insurmountable at this point. Sensing that there is more to this than meets the eye, their friends plot to bring them together romantically by tricking them into believing that each one is secretly in love with the other. Meanwhile, the villainous Don John plots to spoil the merriment by conspiring with his soldier Borachio to fool Claudio into believing that Hero is having an illicit affair. They get Margaret, Hero's maid, to talk with Borachio out of a window late at night, and when Claudio sees this from a distance, Don John persuades him that the woman involved in the midnight tryst with Borachio is in fact Hero. The next day at their wedding, Claudio insults Hero in front of their guests, calls her a rotten orange, and accuses her of being disloyal. Hero faints from the shock, and Claudio leaves her, thinking that she has died. Leonato, Beatrice, and Benedick, all amazed at the situation, decide that with the aid of a priest, Hero's recovery should be concealed. As Hero is carried off to safety, Beatrice and Benedick declare their love for one another. Help is at hand as the village constable Dogberry and his assistants manage to arrest Borachio and extract a confession about using Margaret as a stand-in for Hero in order to discredit her in the eyes of Claudio. After much confusion and guilt, Claudio realizes that he was mistaken about Hero, and while still believing her to be dead, Leonato offers him a compromise: marry his other niece, whom no one has yet met, and all will be forgiven. The niece turns out to be Hero, and as the much relieved Claudio accepts her as his bride, Benedick and Beatrice announce that they will share the wedding day. Just as everyone is about to celebrate, a messenger arrives with news that Don John has been arrested, and the play concludes in a merry dance. Much ado about nothing indeed.